I got a 2025 car as a 21-year-old full-time college student in my own name by myself. And this is how I was able to do it. Before I start off this video, please note my experience and my financials can be and might be a lot different than y'all's. So I want to put that into preference before I start making this video. But let's get into the video. The first thing that I did was I built my credit up. If you want to get a car in your name,
built my credit up. So I think we need to learn proper English. And for some reason, I think it's the makeup. But to me, she looks like Rudolph the reindeer. I'm getting Rudolph the reindeer vibes, especially because her nose is like red. You know, I don't know.
You have to have a good credit score. Especially as a college student, the best thing that I say is to get a secured credit card. The reason why I say get a secured credit card, because it's not secured forever. You start off with a very low budget and you use that for like food, pay it off. That way your credit score still goes up. And then when it becomes unsecured, your credit score is going to skyrocket. Right now, I'm sitting at a really good credit score, and that's how I was able to get the loan that I got. Step 2, save, save, save. When budgeting for a car, you have to save. And that might be to save for a down payment or to save for loan payments, but you have to save because when you get...
So save it for a down payment, save it for a loan payment, but don't save up to actually buy a car that you can afford to pay cash for. Well, obviously this is coming from a college student, so she don't know a goddamn thing about the world, apparently.
Get your first car, your insurance and monthly payments are going to be on the high. And before y'all say anything, no, my monthly payments are not $600, $700, and my insurance is not like $500. It's actually a good amount. But again, it's because I saved and I built my credit score up. And then the next step that I took was I got a loan directly from my bank. I bank with Navy Federal Credit Union, so they were able to give me a really good loan, a lot better than the dealership would give me. I say it's always better to get a loan through your bank instead of the dealership. That's just my honest opinion. And with me building my credit score up, I saved for almost 2 years before I got my car. You heard me correctly, 2 years. And then...
So she saved for almost 2 years to get a car that she still couldn't afford to buy. So now she has it on payments. Don't know what her payment is, but I know it's high. Plus full coverage insurance, which is probably also very high since she's only 21. Probably hasn't been driving for that long. I mean, this is just a recipe for bad outcomes. You know, too much car. Can't afford the car. Obviously, if you've been saving for 2 years for it, still can't afford to buy the damn car. It's just bad things going on all the time.
Getting a loan from my bank instead of getting one from the dealership, I was able to afford my 2025 car. That's how I did it. I know a lot of people do it different ways, but that's how I did it specifically. And I will be able to make my payments on time, okay? Because I saved enough money to pay off that loan. Clock it. Anyways, that's what I had to say for this video. If you guys have more questions about me financing my car, how I'm able to do it, like more specifics, just let me know in the comments. If you have any questions, just let me know. But until next time, y'all stay safe. Bye.
Do not listen to college students when it comes to anything financial wise, because college students act like they know everything, yet they really don't. You know, it's a whole different other world when you come out here into the real world and realize things don't work the way you think they do. No, you're in college, so I'm pretty sure you got college debt. Now you got this car debt that you claim that you can afford, meaning you can afford the payment as long as you keep your income. Once that income goes away, what you gonna do with your car? They're gonna come repossess it. You know, don't take any money advice from a broke college student. And she starts up the video by saying she's a full-time college student. She's got this loan by herself and she's acting like she's doing something special. There's absolutely nothing special about getting a car loan. As a matter of fact, that's normal. And being broke in this country is extremely normal. You know, they will give a car loan to a monkey as long as it has an income. They will stretch out the payments as far as they can just to make sure that that car payment fits into your budget. But you will never ever know how much you're going to pay for that car in full. You'll never know. Most people don't even bother to ask how much the actual car is. They say how much down, how much a month. And what she's doing is the perfect start to a recipe to be broke forever.
The thought of a car payment literally makes me sick. Like, I don't know what it is about it, but our cars have been paid off for a while now. And like, yeah, we could use a new car. Like, the kids are getting older. The car's, it's getting a little tight in here. It works, you know, We've had it for 8 years. It's paid off. But the thought of a car payment literally makes me like cringe. I don't know what it is, but I'm like, I'm gonna make it work. I'm gonna make this car work for as long as I possibly can to avoid a car payment.
And I absolutely agree with her. Absolutely, because these car payments are getting completely ridiculous. The average car payment right now is over $700 a month. That's just for the car payment. That doesn't even include insurance. You know, it's absolutely insane how people will spend so much money on these cars and they lose value so quickly. You would save a whole bunch of money if you look at a brand new car and then get a car that's 2 years older than it, 2 or 3 years older than it. It's pretty much the same damn car, just a different model year, honestly, and maybe a different color. That's really it. That's basically the only difference what these cars are today. But they'll justify getting a new car by saying stupid things like they need to get a car that's safe and reliable, when in reality, every car is safe. As long as you don't crash it, every car is safe. You don't know how reliable a car is until something breaks on it. But they'll justify getting a new car by saying stupid things like they need to get a car that's safe and reliable, when in reality, every car is safe. As long as you don't crash it, every car is safe. You don't know how reliable a car is until something breaks on it. And as a matter of fact, there really is no justification for getting a new car because it will always cost less money to fix your car than to get another one.
I don't know. I've heard other people say that too. Like car payments, there's just something about a car payment, man, that like a mortgage payment, yeah, like we're probably not going to get the house paid off for a while. Like that's something that's probably not going to happen for a while. The car was something that we worked so hard to get paid off in such a timely manner that I'm like, no, I'm going to ride this one out. Like we're going to make this work for as long as possible.
And I'm doing the same thing with my vehicles. Both my van and my Acura paid off. I don't plan on getting a car payment ever again after this because I definitely had a lot of problems with my bank. And with the bank that I financed with, they just gave me such a headache and it was terrible.
Yeah, I mean, what, you're paying $1,200 a month for a 2024 Kia Forte at 29%? That's hefty.
Damn, that's insane, man.
It is, but
Hey, how are you? This is Yusuf, Legacy Motor Cars.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing good. My phone calls, I just came back from Florida, so it's been a lot of backlog of getting back these messages.
So let's just read the caption right now. Kia Forte, $819 a month, 29% interest rates with $450 a month for insurance. This person is paying over $1,200 for a Kia Forte, which I believe is the cheapest Kia that they make. $1,200. Man, you really wonder what type of people be making these deals at 29% interest rate. That's insane.
So, all right. So you got into a bad deal, unfortunately. In August of 2024, you bought a 2024 Kia Forte. APR is about 29%.
Jesus Christ.
Something like that, yeah.
Okay. Your payments are $819 a month. You owe $25,000. You want us to buy it? Is that what you want us to do?
She owes $25,000 on the car when the car costs around $25,000 MSRP. So she must have rolled some negative equity into that deal.
The purchase was pretty new, so I know like it's probably not possible, but like whatever you feel is best, I'll say.
How much is your insurance a month?
So my insurance a month is like $450.
$450 a month?
God damn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the reason why I asked that is everybody who buys a car or currently has a car should account for insurance being part of an expense for the vehicle. And since the Kia Fortes, I don't know if you remember the Kia Boys. I'm pretty sure the 2024.
Oh,
do you have the turnkey or do you have the
still out there?
Start?
The turnkey.
Got you. So the reason why the insurance is so expensive is because they'll be easily stolen. So that's why insurance companies, and I even know insurance companies now that don't even insure them anymore. So it's really hard to sell them. So a lot of dealerships aren't buying them per se. What's your credit score?
So my credit score is about 550. Like I've been working on establishing it, because I didn't really know much about credit until recently, so I didn't necessarily have the best score when I went to inquire about the car. So getting the car kind of taught me better ways to build my credit.
Gotcha. I mean, unfortunately, with a 550 or 500 credit score, there's no option
they can do for you.
Why is it so low? Do you have late payments? Did you have another repo? What's going on?
No, actually. I think I've always been on time with my payments. I honestly have no idea why it's so low.
Who's the bank?
Global Lending, sir.
I mean, unfortunately, there is really nothing you can do.
I make about 32 a month, something like that.
So you see how this car, I mean, obviously but it's more than a third of your income is going to this car. So I'm sure it's weighing down on you a lot. There's just no way for you out the vehicle. One, you have some negative equity, not that much since it's brand new. How many miles are on the car?
A little under 10,000.
All right, so
you don't even drive that much.
Number one, that. Two, you have a really high interest payment, and since you're leveraged up so much, like at $800, I would recommend you paying $300-400 extra a month towards the principal so you can pay it down. But you said that you only make $3,200 a month, so if you're going to pay $1,600 a month, that's going to be almost half your income going towards this car, and that wouldn't be smart just to save on interest. You don't have a lot of money down, so you can't get into a cash car. It's just very limited. So a lot of people, I like the fact that a lot of people come to me to try to get some advice, and unfortunately, it's just sometimes it is what it is, and there's nothing that I can do.
This was the first purchase.
Yeah. So again, word of the wise is just next time you try to get into a car, just try to do an insurance quote before you buy the car, and then really assess your credit situation, because it's going to be really hard to get out of this vehicle, unfortunately.
Right. Okay.
So I know it's not news you want to hear. I get it all the time. I have a dealership. I sell cars. I finance. I'm the finance guy here, so I see it all the time with different credit profiles. If you had like a 650, 660 credit score, I could possibly see like refinance your name or get into a lease deal to kind of just hit the reset button. But right now, until your credit gets up, you're pretty much stuck.
I mean, that's not all that bad. I split it up every month,
Nah, that is bad. Almost half your income is going to a Kia Forte. I didn't know that insurance was that much on a Kia Forte because of the keyboards. I had no idea. Her insurance costs more than both of my vehicles together. That's insane.
Every month, I pay $400 2 weeks, $400 the next 2 weeks. So it's not too bad.
I mean, it's pretty bad. I mean, it's a third of your income, and I'm not saying this to call you out. You have to kind of put some weight behind it. You're like, you know what? Even though I may not see it being bad, but a third of my income is going to a car and insurance, I got to reassess.
Right.
So
you're
still fairly young. How old are you?
25.
25.
Wow, I thought this person would have been like 18 because it sounded like they're 18.
Well, look, try to take a year, just pay your bills on time, try to get everything situated, and hopefully, within the next year or so, maybe you can get the mid 600s, and then you can kind of refinance and get from a 29% interest rate to like a 7% interest rate from a credit union. And that'll save you a lot of money.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. I appreciate it.
Anytime. Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah, I think this person is going to have to pay up that car as quickly as possible and then keep it in the garage or some type of storage. Someone you can store it and get it off the streets away from the Kia boys, because they will absolutely take those cars and run the hell out of them. They don't give a damn about who they hurt. They don't care about nothing. But let me know what you guys think about this conversation below. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. See y'all next time.